Hi, this is Allison Chopra from Urban Fitness Studio. I'm here to talk about today the risk of sitting too much. According to the Idea Health and Fitness Journal, sitting too much increases your risk of mortality independent of how much exercise you get. That means even if you run 30 minutes a day and you sit 8 hours a day, it cancels out that running for you in terms of mortality benefits. When we sit, oftentimes other things happen other than non-movement. So we might start out with a really good posture sitting nice and tall, but after a while we start to sink and get a little tired. And when we do this, certain muscles become tight and certain muscles become weak. First, I want to show you the hips and the glutes. The hip muscles shorten when you sit. So if they're this long here, the hip flexor muscles, and you sit down, they shrink together. And so these muscles are really tight if you sit too much. In contrast, because those hips are tight, we may walk all day and not use our glutes properly. So they're kind of going hand in hand, but I'm going to show you how to stretch your hips and strengthen your glutes. So, this is something that you can just get up from your desk every hour on the hour and do, or set a timer for you to get up every 2 hours when you work, depending on your schedule. To stretch the hip, one of the best ways to do this is to do it dynamically. So we're going to stretch by swinging the leg, and you want to focus on keeping your shoulders on top of your hips and swinging the heel behind you. And when you do that, nice and loose, build some momentum here, you should feel a nice stretch through the front of your hip. So that's stretching the hip, and then you can strengthen the glute by standing tall, lifting the right toe up towards the shin, pushing back with the heel, again keeping the shoulders right on top of the hips, and squeezing that glute muscle. It's even helpful to put your hand on the glute to make sure you're using it. Pushing back and squeezing it. Of course, you can drop to the floor and do that same motion, but it takes a little bit more time and it might rumple your suit from your work day. So try to do this every so often when you're working, and you might feel a little bit better at the end of the day.